Hello, Daddy folks. Welcome to the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series Bass Pro Shops 500 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Race number 13 out of 14, the semi-finale of Season 3. Holy cow, folks, we got a packed track here today. We got 40 diecasts. So much action going to be happening here, folks. This is going to be one incredible Duralast Cup Series race. We've already seen the Gen 4 shootout on Thursday, and wow, man, was Turn 3 really tearing them up a little bit. So this one's going to be super interesting to see how this one plays out here. See how this one races out. And our pulsator, believe it or not, it's LW3. And of course, the cat who won the last race at Bristol, William Byron, starting on the outside with the fastest car in Duralast Cup Series racing. He can actually clinch the championship today if William Byron wins this race in the top 5 in points. Don't get in the top 10 because only top 10 cats get points. William Byron will win the Duralast Cup. So we have our first official championship clinching scenario for a lot of drivers. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, a lot of cats. They have to win this race to stay in championship contention. So, without further ado, let's go and get the cars off pit road and get the Bass Pro Shops 500 from Atlanta Motor Speedway underway. Alrighty, folks, here we go. 40 diecast racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Your pulsator is the number 5 bottom bag diecast Chevrolet Camaro from LW3. And here's a quick rundown of how the Duralast Cup Series works. So it's unscripted diecast racing. You push a car around the track, wherever it goes, we take the car, we set it off to the inside. So let's say the 5 car ended up here. The second car to go today is going to be William Byron, right? So let's say the nose of this car gets to the tail of that one. That is a completed pass. Now if the car comes off the racetrack, makes any contact with another car, that is a multi-car wreck. So if you make any abrupt stops, comes off the racetrack for whatever reason, that is a DNF. If you hit another car, that's a multi-car wreck. Each car gets 1 push. Here we go, folks. The Bass Pro Shops 500. Here's number 5, Andrew Keaton. Let's see what this cat can do. Here we go. And the 5 cars out front. Here's number 24, William Byron with the fastest car in Duralast Cup Series racing. Can he go back-to-back and break the Duralast Cup Series all-time wins record? He's got 4. Can he get his 5th one today? And the 24 car barely gets around the 5. Ironic, though, the 5 car wins the Thursday night Gen 4 shootout with Kyle Busch, and the 5 car qualifies on pole. But qualifying was kind of crazy. There was a little bit of a calamity in Turn 3 with the Gen 4 cars. Well, that kind of upset the qualifying order as well. So we've seen a lot of interesting drivers in the top 10, including Ryan Truex. The Bang Energy 33. Best qualifying spot, I think, ever for this car. Wow. And a 33, well, is in 3rd. Here's a number 11, FedEx Freight Toyota Camry for Hamlin. And the Season 1 winner in Atlanta goes out front. Here is Austin Dillon trying to regain the ground he lost at Bristol Motor Speedway to William Byron. Here is Austin Dillon. And he's going to get around Byron. That could be big for points. 11 or the 3 doesn't wreck out. It guarantees that William Byron will not win the championship today, so we will have to see what happens at the season finale, April 25th from Homestead. The Circle B Diecast 400. Here's Stenhouse in the NOS Energy Camaro. He'll get around the number 5. Here's John Hunter Nemechek in the Speedy Cash Ford Mustang. And he'll get around the 33. Brand new race car here, Tyler Reddick in the Realtree Camaro. Oh, man. Tough luck right there. Oh, boy. So, it looks like the 8 car, I mean, he had a lap that was going to get around Austin Dillon, his teammate, I think. He's going to make contact with a 33. Now, a 33 is pushed into the 38, but due to the nose-to-tail rule, the 38's not collected. But the 33 of Truex, and obviously the 8 car, are our first DNFs of the day. Two cars are taken out there, unfortunately, but here is Christopher Bell in the Procore Camry. And the 95 up to 2nd. Here's the 43 of Bubba Wallace and the DoorDash Camaro. Oh, man. Well, tough luck for the 43 camp. And as you can see, the turn 3 entry right here is the same problem we have with the Gen 4 cars, and it's these two pieces here. They don't connect well. But it also gives the track some characteristic as well, so, well, you know what? The show must go on. Here's Blaney in the Strawberry Banana Ford for body armor. Let's see what this cat can do. And that's another DNF. So we've seen Bobby Labonte spin off that corner. Well, heck, I mean, we've seen a lot of crashing in turns 3 and 4. We're already seeing it here tonight. Here's Keselowski in the Worth Mustang. Brad Keselowski nearly takes the lead. Might be the best run we've ever seen from that 2 car there. Here's Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Ford. And the 11 gets around the 24. So it looks like to me the 24 is not going to get any points today the way these cars are running, so the championship window is wide open. Here's Eric Jones in the Irwin Camry. And Jones gets around Nemechek. Martin Truex Jr. in the Sirius XM Camry. And he gets around the 3. Actually, no, scratch that. Well, looks like the 3, I mean, just a fraction of a difference. The 19 will be behind Austin Dillon, not ahead. Here is Harvick in the Busch Apple Ale Ford. And the 4 car goes to 3rd place. Here's Kurt Busch in the Gear Wrench Chevrolet Camaro. Trying to keep this corner repaired, trying to keep everything in place. It's not exactly staying together like it's supposed to. Let's see how this cat goes. And not a good run for that 1 car. Alrighty, so we made some more track repairs here, trying to get turn 3 set up for you. Here is Kyle Busch, who's pretty much in a must-win situation. Same situation for Johnson. And with William Byron pretty much out of the top 10 in points, I mean, he's dropping back. Kyle Busch is pretty much going to have to win this race to have a shot at Homestead later this month. Let's see what this cat can do. Can he win both Duralast Cup Series races? He won the Gen 4 shootout on Thursday. Can he do it again? Let's see. Close, but no cigar. He's going to get to 3rd place. Here is Ryan Newman in one of the fastest new cars in the field. The Guaranteed Rate Ford. I tell you what, this cat nearly won Bristol. Watch out for Newman. He's looking for another Duralast Cup Series win. He needs the points. Can he do it? Let's see. And sure enough, that 6 car is out front. Wow. So now Ryan Newman's in championship-saving mode. He did the same thing last year when he won the Charlotte race that gave him a shot at Homestead. Could he do it again this year? Jimmy Johnson, bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, needing a grand slam here. If he doesn't win this race, he's pretty much out of championship contention, so he's going to need a lot of points. Let's see what this Rally Chevrolet Camaro can do. Holy cow! What a run right there by the 48. Talk about a hot rod. And that is a fairly new car, I might add. Just ran at Bristol. Had a pretty good run there, but definitely better at these bigger tracks, you know, or the longer straightaway pieces. That car really excels. I tell you what, though, the championship picture at Homestead's going to be crazy with Newman in 2nd, Hamlin in 3rd, and Johnson in 1st. Throwing Kyle Busch would possibly could keep that top 5. We could have over 5 different cars with a realistic shot at the championship as William Byron officially is outside of the top 10. That means he's getting no points, fellas, so this can get interesting. Logano already out pretty much, but can he get a Duralast Cup Series win as the catch fencing is continuing to, fall apart here? That's pretty cool. Let's see what happens. I tell you what, though, that 22 car has never had speed, but at least he gets around Kurt Busch. Here's Matt DiBenedetto and the Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford. Great run for the 21. Here's Clint Boyer, who's in championship contention, the Rush Truck Center's Ford. Holy cow, Boyer's to 2nd. Here is Alex Bowman, your defending Cup champion. He's already eliminated from championship contention, but can he get the Lumar car in victory lane? And Bowman's into, well, I think 6th place. Here is Matt Kenseth in the Credit One Bank Chevy. Kenseth into the top 5. And it really looks like the track repairs, minus the catch fencing, has significantly increased the speeds because everyone who pretty much ran in that first half of the race is starting to kind of drop back, and that's changing track conditions there. Here's Greg Biffle, the Castrol Ford. And Biffle's going to have a DNF. Let's see what Sadler can do. And, well, a top 5 run. Wow! Sadler, who ran on the Thursday night race, had a DNF. Well, guess what? He's running 3rd in the Cup race. Pretty good stuff. Here's Greg Gaulding back in the Cup Series. And the squeaky car gets around Kyle Busch. Well, he's already pretty much eliminated from championship contention. Here is Chase Elliott in the Hooters Night Out Camaro. Wow! Holy cow, that car. Man, maybe he should have ran that car most of the season. 2nd place run right there. If we got the track fixed right there, I tell you what, he probably could have won this race as the catch fencing continues to fall apart. Here's the 37 of Ryan Preece, the Kingsford Camaro. He'll get around Kyle Busch. And with that, folks, it's pretty much guaranteed. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, they're eliminated from championship contention here. You might be able to throw in Martin Truex Jr. as well, eliminated here. Here's J.J. Yaley and, Rick Ware Racing Ford. And he'll get around Amarola. Here is, returning to the Cup Series, Chase Briscoe. After missing a couple of races here, the 52 car, Chase Briscoe, prepping for Season 4 for Stewart-Haas Racing. Can he get some points for this team? Let's see. Great run. You see how he rose out of turn 4 right there? That gave him a huge launch for the front stretch. He gets up into, get this, the top 5. Wow. You know, in pretty much any lap in the Duralast Cup Series, you see with the 52 car, when he rose up to that outside lane, that just gives that car so much more track that it can kind of ride down. That gives it extra lap time, and that gives that car more rolling ability. You can look at pretty much any Duralast Cup Series race. The best runs have the ability to run the outside. That gives the diecast a little bit longer of a run. Here is Corey LaJoy in the Plan B Sales Ford Mustang. If you want to get any of these diecasts, like that amazing Jimmy Johnson car, the Guaranteed Rate Ford, heck, even the Busch Light Apple Ale car, go to Circle B Diecast or Plan B Sales. Orders $20 or more, so pretty much, 3 164 cars. You can get free shipping, no tax. Best place to get NASCAR diecast. You get an order for $20 or more. That's a saving of $5 in shipping. Imagine how much you'll save at a 124. Over $10 freaking dollars, fellas. Best place to get NASCAR diecasts. Also helps out the channel. Let's see what LaJoy can do. Surprisingly, a pretty good run there, but that's going to be I think a no top 10 day for Keselowski. So as of right now, that 2 car coming in, entering turn 1. Well, he is the final car in the top 10. Here is Ross Chastain in the Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro. He will not be returning to Buffet Racing South. And a DNF. Now, I gotta say, out of all the 1.5 mile races, this has been one of the best ones. Good competitive racing for the lead. We've seen Calamity Corner turns 3 and 4 all weekend long. Pretty much shaping up the competition. This has been a very, very good race. Considering, go back to Texas Motor Speedway when Kyle Busch won that race. He's over there. God, dog, he's fell back so much. It was, no DNFs? He led pretty much the whole race. This is a very good competitive 1.5 mile event. Here's Ty Dillon and the Geico Camaro. And he gets around Kenseth. And this truly might be the Grand Slam bottom of the ninth to keep Johnson's championship hopes alive. The rally machine, the rally, is truly alive here. Think about it. Hendrick Motorsports finally, they're clicking on all cylinders. William Byron's out here in the boondocks, but he wins the Bristol race. He's your championship points leader. Rick Johnson stays alive if he does not have a DNF. Here's Dominic Konareski of the New York Sports Show, Chevrolet Camaro. And you seen it right there, fellas. He ran the outside on the front stretch, gave him a huge launch, and that got him around Chase Briscoe. My God, great run there. Well, fellas, we have 4 cars to go. Now, I don't expect this car or the next 2 ones. Actually, I'll take that back. One of these next 2 ones have won a Duralast Cup Series race, and you won't believe who it is. It's Quinn Houff. But here's Daniel Suarez in the Cherry Vanilla Coke Toyota Camry. Can Johnson pull it off, or will another upset winner arise? Let's see. fantastic run for that 96. And as of right now, fellas, that 42 car is the final car in the top 10. Ryan Newman, who was second, he's not even in the top 5 anymore. So that's even more points he'll lose and more points for everyone else to gain. Here's your Talladega upset winner, Quinn Houff, the same car he won that race with. Make sure to stay tuned after the race for the post-race. We'll be talking about how the championship scenarios are. We finally have clinching scenarios, so let's see how Quinn Houff will do. And he gets around Hamlin as Kurt Busch goes a lap down. This pretty much could eliminate Denny Hamlin as well from championship contention. Here is Chris Buescher in the Sonny D Ford. Pretty strong run then right there. He'll get around Daniel Suarez. All right, fellas, the final car to go. Cole Custer, and a little bit of a funny story with this one. When I did the qualifying order, I totally forgot about the 41 car. You want to know why? Because I was just done reviewing that car. I set it to a side inside my desk or whatnot because I was, I'm going to run it in the Duralast Cup Series race. Well, I just reviewed the car, right? Well, I totally forgot about him in the qualifying order. So, unfortunately, I had to take out the 49 car because I thought there was an open spot. And sure enough, the 41 car was the final car qualifying. So, it would have been much higher, most likely. But we'd be legitimately forgetting about that 41 car. We're just going to chalk it up as, a DNF in practice. Brand new car, first time on the track. This is the Kentucky race win, but it's clean enough. It can be a normal one. This is a brand new car. This is not the car he's ran all the rest of the season. How will Cole Custer do with this brand new car? Could we see an upset winner? Johnson versus Custer. Bass Pro Shops 500. Let's go. And Cole Custer gets into the top 5, but it's not going to be enough. Jimmie Johnson gets his third NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win, and holy cow, Homestead is going to be a barn burner. Epic win by Jimmie Johnson here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. His third NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win of the season, and get this, of his career. I mean, it is incredible. A car that is not even guaranteed in the show has won his third race of the season, had a miserable season 1 and 2, goes out there, gets a monumental Grand Slam win, had to get at least 4 or 5 points on William Byron to put himself in championship contention, and he does it. Now this cat right here, he is eliminated already, but wow. I think we're going to run that Hooters car at Homestead because that thing is super fast at the 1.5 miles. Wow, what a great run by Elliott right there. A driver who's won in both the first 2 seasons, has not won this season. And of course, we'll be talking about all the championship scenarios in a moment here. Clint Bowyer keeps his championship hopes alive. Again, William Byron could have locked up the championship tonight, but he did not do it. He had a terrible finish, my dude. A guy qualified second, struggled all night long, but a great run for the number 60 car right here. Ford Motorsport, Ford Mustang. First points of Elliott Sadler's Duralast Cup Series career with a 4th place finish here, of course. Only the top 10 get points. Of course, 10 points for Jimmie Johnson there, and then for the 9 car, 9 points, the 14 car, 8 points, so on and so forth. And this guy, believe it or not, is in the championship scenario here. 57 New York Sports Show Chevrolet Camaro, Dominic Konareski, a top 5 run here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And, Kyle Busch may have won the Gen 4 shootouts, but it was Hendrick Motorsports sweeping the whole weekend together with the 48 here at the Bass Pro Shops 500. A brand new car here, qualified dead last. The Cole Custer Kentucky win. Well, it didn't turn into an Atlanta win, but a solid 6th place run right there for that 41 car. Great run right there, fellas. And check this one out. Rick Ware Racing, again, surprises. Finally, this guy actually qualified. Chase Briscoe in the 52. Rick Ware Racing Ford Mustang. A very, very solid 7th place finish here. And unfortunately, this was so close to giving him a win, possibly a championship scenario. He's already eliminated, literally. Only 3 points to show for Ryan Newman in that brand new guaranteed rate Ford. One of the fastest cars here at Atlanta. And he's going to barely be outside the championship picture. You have to be within 10 points with a win. And the guy who has the most points, obviously your points leader, has 1 win as well. whoever won their race first will get that tiebreaker. Johnson, with 3 wins this season, has a tiebreaker over everyone. And Ty Dillon shows up one of the final races for that Germain Racing Chevrolet. Great top 10 effort right there. And Ty Dillon, even though that team's kind of going away, still has top 30 in points. And that's another big thing. Whoever's going to be in top 30 in points is going to have a guaranteed entry to every race in Season 4. That's 12 races. And Chris Buescher only gained 1 point. That 1 point right there might save his Season 4 hopes, because that means he's guaranteed to every Duralast Cup Series race. And very big stuff right there. Think about it. 1 point puts inside that top 30 points position. And I tell you what, man, it is incredible. The fight for this championship is alive. And we're going to go over the championship scenarios here, fellas. This is what we've been waiting all season for. 13 races in the books. This is it. 1 race left, April 25th. The Circle B Diecast 400 from Homestead, Miami Speedway. So, your points leader here, William Byron's at 41 points. Clint Bowyer, 2 points out. Byron has 1 win, but Bowyer has the tiebreaker. So, Bowyer, if he gets the win and maybe gets, Byron gets outside the top 3, that will go to Clint Bowyer for the championship. And the driver who's third in points, Reed Sorensen, didn't even make the show! Crazy enough, but he's still third in points with 39 points. He's going to have to find a way to make the Homestead qualifying order. He's got to win. He won before Byron, so the same scenario pretty much goes for Bowyer. Bowyer does have the clinching tiebreaker over Sorensen. For Jimmy Johnson, 37 points to William Byron's 41 points, and the only way he wins the championship, if Johnson gets the 4 points over William Byron, he would have the tiebreaker there. He's got 3 Duralast Cup Series wins, no problem there. And for Dominic Konareski, the unsung Newark Sports Show team, crazy championship upset, very reminiscent of David Reagan in Season 2, having a shot at Homestead to take it home. 34 points here. He's going to have 8 points because 7 points would not get him the tiebreaker. He has not won a Duralast Cup Series race, and even if he won, still wouldn't be good enough. Of course, only top 10 are the drivers who get points. That might change for Season 4, just a heads up. But for Season 3, that is the championship clinching scenario. And the final driver eligible for the Season 3 Duralast Cup Series title, Austin Dillon, who had a miserable race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That Bass Pro Shops car is clearly not as fast as his Dow Chemical car, so he's definitely going to go back to the car that got him 32 points this season. Of course, he had a little bit of help with the Patriotic and the Darlington Richmond throwback car. But nonetheless, the Dow Chemical car is going to help out Austin Dillon there. So there we go. 6 drivers, 5 Chevrolets, 1 Ford. It's going to get crazy. And get this, fellas, all 3 of the Penske cars. Logano has not even had a top 10 all season long, very reminiscent of Jimmy Johnson in Season 2. If he doesn't get a top 10, and pretty much gained about, 5 points. If he does not get a top 5, Logano is not going to be locked into every race in Season 4. Blaney's not even locked in, and then you have Keselowski. So that's all 3 of the Penske cars right there have to have a top 10 run at Homestead. So they're going to need a lot of points to save their season. Tyler Reddick is going to have to get a top 5, or he will not even be locked in that 8 car. So again, the scenarios, I mean, it's pretty much a March Madness of diecast racing scenarios. Unscripted right here, April 25th at Homestead Miami Speedway, the Circle B Diecast 400. And of course, if you want to get any of these cars, link down below in the description. Make sure to check out Circle B Diecast or Plan B Sales. Use the promo code DIECASTbuffet. Any orders $20 or more, free shipping. Well, fellas, what do y'all think about today's Duralast Cup Series race? 1 more to go in Season 3. Season 4 going to be coming up in August with the Daytona 500. What a wild season it's been. Who is going to take the championship? It's going to be epic. Thank y'all so much for watching the video and staying tuned to the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series and all the love and support that comes along with it. And from the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hunch. Have a blessed one, everybody. This has been a presentation of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series on Diecast Buffet.